What's going on, FCA? Welcome back to episode 10 of True Life Session. We made it to episode 10. I can't believe it. And today we wanted to invite in a very special guest. It's very different from what we normally do, but I invited Liv, who is an FCA intern out here in Western Oregon. Liv, welcome to True Life Session.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here.
Yeah. So, Liv, tell us a little bit about yourself. I do know, and it's not from stalking you on Facebook before this, you just got engaged.
I did just get engaged.
Wow.
To my best friend.
Oh.
I know.
To your best friend.
Right?
Goals. Am I right? What was that like? I saw the pictures. The pictures look fire, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, we went to Pacific City, my favorite beach place in the world, with my favorite person. So the moment was only fitting.
Wow. Getting in the fields. So, Liv, you're an intern with FCA. What does that look like in the day-to-day?
I think it's really cool to be able to learn from a lot of the people on staff, and the internship is a really great way to do that firsthand. We get to meet every week as interns for the West Side South region. We get to meet with different people who are on staff and learn from them and their experiences, both in a spiritual way, but also in a way where they've learned and built community through their time on staff. So it's been a really cool way to get a real experience of what it's like and meet a lot of amazing people who are really on fire for Jesus, which is really inspiring, especially.
Yeah, that's super dope. So you want to share a little bit like where you go to school, what sport you play? Yeah, go ahead.
I'm a senior at George Fox. Should I talk to you or should I talk to
It's whatever. You can do whatever you want.
Okay. I'm a senior at George Fox University. I play volleyball.
Yeah.
So
awesome. And have you gotten to play volleyball this year yet?
We have been able to practice in some shape or form, which I am very thankful for, but we have not yet played a game.
Man, I hope you guys get back to it. Go Bruins, right?
Go Bruins.
Okay. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so if you've seen any of these before, we usually play a game. Today is going to be a little more violent than usual because we're going to be playing slapjack. So if you know, I'm just going to split these cards in half, hand you half, and anytime there's a jack, you got to slap it.
Slap the jack.
So I'm going to figure out a way. I'm going to play like this.
Okay.
And if I hit you, I'm very sorry.
Okay.
So you want to share a little bit about kind of the call to join the internship with FCA, what that kind of looked like, and share a little bit about that.
Yeah. I'm going to do so bad at this.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I'm already losing.
I'm focusing. So I prayed a lot about where
that's a good start.
Feel like the Lord was leading me, and freshman year of I did not slap hard enough. That was
I'll take that. Thank you, Chelsea, for being our referee.
Freshman year when I got to Fox, my mentor introduced me to the FCA program that we had there. Yeah. There is where I met Mitch and Lauren Brannon. And they really just built me up, inspired me to pour into the program and have the program of FCA pour into me.
I'm listening to you, I swear. I'm not trying to just win. This is a big stack right here. Oh my. I think you have all the I think I got one more in here. I got one more. Mitchell and Lauren, yeah. So Lauren's still on staff. She's an area rep in the West Side South of Western Oregon.
Such an amazing leader who set such an amazing example of the way that we should love and serve others. Definitely an example of what leading and leadership should look like. Yeah. But yeah, so I was inspired there. And then she told me that she saw a lot of great qualities in me and abilities in me.
And so bad.
She really just inspired me to step out in faith. And so when she offered to help get me set up with the internship, I prayed a lot about it and was at first pretty nervous. I had heard really great things about it. But I feel like as Christians, we might not always feel qualified for the things the Lord calls us to, but he doesn't
that's a good
call
word.
where he won't lead us.
Oh, that's a good word. I was listening. That was fire. Yeah, way to drop it right there, Liv. Way to drop it. That's fire. Man, I've heard a quote, God doesn't call the equipped, he equips the called.
Yeah.
And I think that's such a good just reminder for all of us, like, regardless of what area you're in your life, like if you're a Jesus follower, it's not, God's calling you wherever you're at into something deeper. And I think a lot of people stay back and they're like, oh, I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can do this. But God's like, just take a step. Like, I'll be there for you. I think that's such a good like nugget that you're hitting on. Now, has the internship itself kind of helped you understand kind of where you're heading in life? Because I know when I was in college, I was all over the place. I think I started as a dentist, believe it or not, and now look at me.
A dentist.
Hello. Yeah. Far from it. I took one biology class and I was like, I'm not that smart. So it's like internship kind of helped you kind of narrow that lane and kind of what you feel like the Lord's calling you to in the future.
Yeah. I think that I've loved the idea of being on staff at FCA for a long time, and being able to be an intern and see the real life behind that has only inspired me. And I feel like driven me more to do and just stand behind what the mission of George Fox is, equipping young athletes to find their identity in the Lord, and not just in their sport, and learn how to use ministry or learn how to use sports as a catalyst for ministry. But also anything in the nonprofit realm. I just really want to serve people, love people.
That's awesome.
All the things.
So what is your most favorite thing about the internship? So like you can say like the coffee Lauren bring, like it can be anything. It doesn't have to be like, I love doing this and it could be literally anything. So your most favorite thing about the internship.
I really enjoy getting to meet with the other interns in my area and getting to know different students, different athletes from different sports with different experiences, and being able to hear them. We meet bright and early at 6:45 every Tuesday.
Hello.
Extra anointed at that hour. But it's really cool to see what other kids my age are doing and the experiences they're having and the way the Lord's working in them and their ministries too.
Wow,
So,
that's super good. How many interns are there? Do you know off the top of your head?
5.
Wow. Do you know where they're at? There's a couple with George Fox with you.
One at U of O.
Oh, yeah.
Hannah, she plays soccer.
Go Ducks.
And then Ethan and Noel are at Bushnell. And then me and Daria are from George Fox.
That's awesome. And we're so excited. Hey, if anybody's out there watching this, marketing needs an intern. Plug.
This is a great team.
But yeah, that's super awesome, Liv. Do you have anything else you want to add? Like maybe kind of what God's just been teaching you in this season, just about you and.
Yeah. I think the Lord's been teaching me a lot of humility lately in a lot of areas in my life. And I feel like that ties in a lot with the internship, but also just really calling me out in where my identity is founded. And I think that sports has been a part of my life, and I'm sure a lot of other athletes' life for a long time. And right now, that's not there. And I think the Lord's just really been calling me out of like, even though this world is ever changing and everything's different literally every day, he's the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And I think that
she's spitting now.
I just feel like that's inspired me and humbled me to just really be in the moment of what God has for me. Not as so much living in a culture where we plan and prepare for the future, which everyone always wants to know what you're doing and where you're going. And I really just learned the beauty of loving the moment that the Lord has for us and saying yes to the little things so that later on saying yes to the big things. It's a lot easier.
Man, she's spitting now. She's in here spitting. That's gold. I think something you're hitting on that really all of our coaches and athletes can take away is that if we're not careful, we make sports the thing when it's actually sports are the thing that help us see the real thing. And that's like God has gifted us with sports, gifted you with ability so that you could pursue those things, but in the end, know him deeper and know him more. And if we're not careful, we make the wrong thing the thing. And then when that thing's taken away, we're caught with nothing in our hands. So I think something you're hitting on, all of our coaches and athletes can really just meet with and like hear and be like, man, I really relate to that. So I think that's super good. Wherever you're at today, coaches and athletes, we're super thankful for you. Thanks again for coming back to True Life Session, episode 10. Hey, wherever you're called, wherever your feet at, that's where God has you, and he has a mission for you in that place. We'll see you next time.